This isn't happening. If this is happening, Melanie's life has been one long, deeply unfunny joke. Melanie? Melanie Richards? Oh no, it's happening. Jake Miller, Melanie's lab partner from senior year of high school, is in fact sitting next to her at this wedding on Christmas Eve. How can Jake Miller be standing in front of her in New York instead of Pittsburgh, where she last saw him? In her head, Jake has been frozen in time, sitting at their bench in third period chemistry with his huge smile, golden curls, and uncontrollable giggle. So it feels impossible that he's not only here, but 30 years old. His freckles have faded slightly and his curls have been tamed, but he still gives her that huge grin as he stands up to hug her. As Jake lets her go, he says, "Oh my god, you are Melanie Richards from Pittsburgh, right? This is going to be really embarrassing if not. I just saw the name card and your hair is the same, so..." "Jake, wow, sorry, you took me by surprise. You're kind of the last person I expected to be seated next to me at my coworker's wedding," Melanie offers, joining him in the pits of embarrassment. In between dances and speeches, Jake and Melanie catch up on the last 12 years. Jake just finished his residency in neurosurgery at Northwell on the Upper East Side. Oh my god, it gets worse. He treated the groom's father last year as he recovered from brain cancer. Melanie works with the bride at one of the city's top law firms. Of course. Unbelievably, they've each built the lives they planned together all those years ago behind lab goggles. Melanie and Jake had known each other basically their whole lives, having gone to the same schools from kindergarten through high school, but they didn't really get to know each other until they were randomly paired to be lab partners for chemistry during their senior year. At first, Melanie was shocked by how much she had in common with Jake. He was popular, he played hockey and went to parties. Melanie, meanwhile, studied and then studied some more. But Jake was funny, and he watched the same shitty comedies and listened to the same indie bands she liked. He was also smart and ambitious. One day, Melanie found herself making him laugh, and then she found herself dying to make him laugh again. It was pretty obvious to her small high school class that Melanie was completely in love with Jake, but it all came crashing down when he invited her to her first high school party the spring before they graduated. One of the jocks started a high school version of Spin the Bottle and pulled Melanie and Jake into it. When Jake spun the bottle and it landed on Melanie, he chose to take a shot of tequila rather than kiss her. Melanie put on a brave face for the rest of the party, and then she went home and cried herself to sleep. Chemistry class was never the same between them. After they graduated 3 months later, they never spoke again. Sitting next to him now, Melanie is having a hard time remembering how this kind, gangly man ever hurt her. He's as funny and brilliant as she remembered. 3 hours of dancing and a little bit of drinking later, Melanie returns to table 8 to grab her purse, and practically collides with Jake grabbing his tie. It must have come off in the last several hours. He looks flushed and fun. She laughs and he laughs back. Neither of them are sure what they're laughing about. Suddenly, Jake turns serious. "You're on the Upper West Side, right? Can I walk you home?" "Aren't you on the East Side?" Melanie asks. "I could use the walk," Jake shrugs. As they're leaving the venue, they stop by the coat check to grab their coats. The coat check girl looks between them as they're putting on their coats and points up to the chandelier above them. "In case you care, mistletoe," she says with a smirk. Perfect. "Ken, this can't be happening." Melanie flushes and says quickly to Jake, "I hope you brought a flask," laughing. He gets serious again, grabbing her hand.